unedited. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. All right, people, come on in. Come on in. It is definitely live, uncut, unedited. This is your boy, Martin G, aka the Crime Chaser. Live, uncut, unedited. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And we're going to have another magnificent night. And we're going to speak truth to power. And one thing about the truth, you don't have to rehearse it. So we don't have no script in front of us. Not at all. We're going to let the spirit flow. We're going to flow with the spirit. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to let God have his way. And we're going to speak to the souls and the minds of the young and old, male and female, straight or gay or what heterosexual, don't make no difference. We're going to speak to you tonight. And we're going to speak fearless. And I'm like Dr. Charles Hayes. He said, I'll run before I take it back. And still, I'll add more to it. I'm going to speak tonight fiercely. Don't care who don't like it. Don't care if I lose some friends. It don't make a difference. With God on my side, my God, I'm a winner, still a winner. I tell you, some people that come into your life, they're only there for a season. And I'm going to enjoy them for a season. And after their season is up, I'm going to move on. Going to move on. I appreciate my Facebook family for the support. Appreciate my YouTube family for their support. My Twitter family for their support. And even my Instagram. They're not on here tonight, but some of my Instagram people are on here tonight. But I want to thank everybody. We are in a state of emergency here. And anytime a person lose their life, it's serious. As I spoke earlier today, that you only get one body in this life. You don't get a second body. You get one fleshly body in this life, people. That's it. That's it. You don't get a second one. So it behooves of all of us what we do in this body and what we use it for. I heard a preacher say long time ago, he said, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey. He said, I've got to make it to heaven somehow. He said, the devil has offered me everything that's got a name, all the wealth I want, worldly fame if I could, still, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. And that's how I'm feeling tonight. And we all know money makes the world go around. It's right up there with oxygen. Zig Ziglar said you can't live without it, and we understand it, but there are some principles in life that we must hold on. We must hold our integrity. We must strive to be more like God every day. Yet we're living in an imperfect world, but we're down here. One person said it, I hear the Baptist people, they always say, He made death get back and behave. I could have been sleeping in my grave, I tell you. And that's so true. You here watching me, and I'm here talking to you. We're here in the land of living. You said, well, Martin, my bills ain't paid. Listen, just keep on living. God will make a way. He'll make a way. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things that are not seen. It's been a beautiful summer for some of us, and it have been a summer of hell for a lot of us. Some of us we are gunshot victims. Our loved ones have been shot, and we're seeing people falling all around us. And I want to speak to the ladies tonight. Ladies, y'all know I love you. I want to speak to your very soul. I don't want to talk about what's between your legs. I don't want to talk about how beautiful you look. I don't even want to talk about your beautiful body. I want to talk about your mindset, the way you're operating, how you're going along doing things in this world that may cause you to be a target. and it may bring pain to your children and to your loved ones. This thing is serious. I'm talking to the young as well as the old. I'm asking you tonight to bottle up a lot of that masculinity. Now, all masculine energy is not bad. You need it sometime. I admit, yes, you do need masculine energy. But before I get into this, make sure you share this in your group. Pin it on your page. Tag somebody. Tag some young lady. And we got the same problems in Chicago that Memphis have, Mississippi, Baltimore, New York, all where black folks live at. We have the same problem. We're dealing with a mindset of hate. Ladies, I'm talking to you tonight. I'm not going to tell you how beautiful you are tonight. I'm not going to woo you tonight. I'm not going to tell you how beautiful your weave look and your lashes and your body, your BBL. I want to speak to the very soul of you women. Speak to you. For some strange reason, women are become a number one target. Black women, black young women. Somebody told y'all that you don't need a man. Somebody told you you can do it all by yourself. Somebody told you that. But I'm here to warn you. That's your right. You have a right to say, hey, I don't need no man. But what about your children? Do they need a man? What about when you need to be protected, woman? Do you need a man? What about when you go into the mechanic place? Do you need a man? What about when you go into the car dealership? Do you need a man? What about when it's somebody breaking in your house and you sleeping and you hear a broken window? Do you need a man? I got to tell the truth. What about when the electrical go out? Do you really need a man? When the plumbing is not operating properly, do you still need a man? When you have a rodent problem, do you still need a man? When you want to get your grass cut, do you still need a man? One of these things you're going to need a man on. James Brown said, it's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman. And I agree with him. You wouldn't be nothing without a woman. Some of you ought to join me tonight. You ought to be upset tonight the way I am. I'm mad tonight. I'm mad because I see us slaughtering each other for nothing. For nothing. And I want to speak to the ladies. Now, you know I got 4 daughters, and I'm sweet on the ladies. Hold on, caller. Hold on, caller. Put your phone on mute. I want to speak to the ladies. Put your phone on mute, caller. I got 4 daughters. All right. So what I'm saying is, callers, I need you guys to wait until I call on you. Then I'm going to let you speak your mind. But I'm going to talk to the ladies first. The ladies, something ain't right. As I said earlier today, when I was down on Roosevelt Road, I noticed that it was more females than males. Young people. Young people. Young people. Females, look into my eyes, look into my soul. You're dying. You're dying from gun violence. It's not just domestic violence anymore. You're dying in a violent manner, super violent manner. You're being shot multiple times. And it's not a good feeling to your family members and to your children, to society. You said, well, Martin, back in my day, we didn't shoot old people and little children. This is not your day. This is a new day, a new way of thinking. You got young folks. They don't care about Jesus Christ, Allah, Muhammad, Buddha, wherever your God may be, whatever God that you call on. Young folks don't care about that. They don't care. We have so many young people, male and female, that are drug users. And young people, if you listen to me, look in my eyes, anybody that introduces you to drugs is not your friend. They're trying to destroy you. They're trying to destroy you. Well, you say, well, Martin, weed is legal. I can smoke some weed. Ain't nothing wrong with no weed. Have you ever noticed this? When certain people have problems, they blame everything around them but the drugs that they're using. Now, weed is a problem if you're smoking every day and you don't have bus fare to get to work or gas money to get to work. That is a problem. Weed is a problem. Weed is a problem when you wake up in the morning, you can't eat no breakfast before you smoke. That's a problem. You're addicted. Your body is craving for that drug, for the alcohol. Well, Martin, the kids are put up. They quiet. It's my time. I'm finna roll up and I'm going to just chill out and relax. You think the children are asleep. They're listening to you. Now, a lot of us, we was little. You remember how we used to run up to the door and put our ear on mama's door and listen, see what's going on in the room? It's still going on. It's still going on. Young ladies with their Facebook, social media, Twitter, Instagram, IG, whatever you want to call it, Twitter, lip boxing. Listen, these brothers not playing with the sisters. I'm sorry. I'm not glorifying nobody losing their life or getting hurt. But we live in another different age. Everybody gets it. Grandmama, preachers, daddies, little bitty babies, everybody gets it. Police officers, we've seen it over and over and over. We got a problem, Black community. What are we going to do about it? I'm tired of this fake pain. You got all these non-for-profit organizations out here collecting money from private, local, and the government. And what are you doing? You're riding around in your brand new car. You're showing out your new jewelry, your watch. And guess what? You're not serving the community. You're not serving the community. You pimping the community. You're pimping the community. And when people call on you to help find their missing loved one, you know where to be found. You know where to be found on these crime scenes. When these parents are upset to console them, you know where to be found. Where are you? This real. Young people, listen, if you guys keep going the rate that you're going, I guarantee you in another 20 or 30 years, if I'm living, God don't know, you'll be at the bottom. Your children are going to be messed up. You see, there's an invasion on these sanctuary cities. They're going to replace everybody that died of COVID. These McDonald's jobs, these Kentucky and Popeye jobs, I'm still on the subject, they're going to be non-existent for our Black youth. I'm telling you. You can keep on smiling and grinning at these other races. They are not our friends at all. And you can keep on, Black people, trying to save somebody, and you can't even save your own selves. How it look like you trying to save some brown people, and when you can't even stop Black people from killing each other or slow it down. We can't stop nobody from killing, but slow it down in our own community, take control of our community. Don't that look kind of funny? I guess it makes Black people feel good when they can stand up and say Black and brown. Listen, some of these other races can't stand your guts, Black man and Black woman. They are in competition with you. You better know that. This is real. Well, let's say, Martin, there you go with that. You was going good. There you go with that prejudice stuff. Listen, I'm race first at the end of the day. You know, every race out here is race first. Why we are the only ones that love to spend money with other races. And we brag on it. But here's a black brother, a black sister that's trying. Halfway decent. May not got it all together yet, but you won't give him or her no support. None whatsoever. And nothing. Here's a snowball stand on this corner and a snowball stand on this corner. One Mexican, one black. You know you're going to the Mexican. You got a black store right next to an Arab store. You go right in that Arab. Give him that money proudly. And he called you all types of, you know what, when you leave up out of there. How is it that a person that can't speak that language, the language English, so you know if they can't speak it, they can't write it and read it, but they come in your community, our community, and outfox us and get our money. And that's something. Watch. The Venezuelans, the brother said the other night on my live that another 5 years, they'll be our bosses. They're going to be police officers. They're going to be landlords, property owners. Watch. Watch. And our sons and our daughters, they're going to be gang banging, shooting, fighting, mad at each other. And we're going to be at the bottom. At the bottom. Listen, ladies, quit throwing the stone and hiding your hand. Some ladies that listen to me right now, you've ran off with somebody PPE money. You've set somebody up in a hotel to get robbed. You pretend like you like them. And you gave your location up where you was at. And you had some guys that come and rob them. You sleeping with this gang, then you get mad at them, you go over to this gang, then you carry back forth. Yeah, I'm talking to you, young lady. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Mama, you know what your daughter doing. She just came in the house with that brand new Gucci bag. You said nothing. You said nothing. Well, Martin, I'm 33. I got to live my life. I had them. She almost grown. Listen, your best investment in, I would say your second best investment outside of God is your children. Is your children. Who are your children? Young lady, I told you over and over as I spoke earlier today, pick your battle wisely. Pick your relationships wisely. 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 I remember a case, and I ain't gonna say no name, and the young man told his baby mama to ride. He had got a new car. The car that she was driving was hot. He told her to ride with the windows down, so when the shooters look and see it ain't him, they probably won't shoot. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. If he was a man, he would have took the hot car and gave his baby mama the car that wasn't so hot, that they didn't know about. So young men, if you are here committing crimes in your baby mama car, or even your car, and allowing her to drive it, you setting up for failure. You're not being a man. You cowarding out. Real talk. I'm going to take some calls in a minute. I got one caller. I don't know what they want to talk about. I'm going to take a call, then I'm going to continue to talk. All right, call. I got a call of 4524. 25. 4425. Hey, caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yeah. What's going on?
How you doing, Martin?
Great.
Man, now, I want to reach out to you anyway. You know, a thing went on last Tuesday. I got a call from the Cook County Jail cell. My son was there, right?
Okay.
So they his inmate called his mother and said my son overdosed in the county.
Okay.
So the police at her door 15 minutes later said, I'm sorry to confirm your son is dead.
Okay.
So, it's so barren to talk about this, but I knew I wanted to reach out to you. Maybe I should reach out before we talk about this, talk to you on a one-on-one basis, tell you what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Did you you have an attorney?
Yeah, I took care of that.
Okay.
Took care of that already. But I just want to talk about these drugs and these kids on these drugs and these, like you was talking about it. And man, to bury a child, 23 years old, never thought it'd happen.
Brother, let me say, hold it right there, brother. Hold it. Let me say something. Any parent out there that's listening to me, don't let it be a concern until only when it happened to your son or your daughter. This thing is real out here, people. It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. I can't explain to y'all in no better way. It's real. And I'm going to tell you, death going to come to each and every last one of us that's watching this live or listening. It's going to come to your window one day. And I'm going to see how you handle it. When other people speak about their loved ones dying and getting killed or whatever, you seem to not have no interest. You don't care. But when it happens to you, you're going to see that same energy that you put out toward these other grieving parents. It's going to come right back at you. I've seen it happen. I've seen it. I remember it was a brother that used to come on this live all the time, on my live when I go live on the crime scenes, and crack jokes about people getting shot and getting popcorn until it happened to his son. Then he looked at everything different, more seriously. Pastor Tracy said one time, it's just news to some people. But when it comes to you, it's going to be your reality. Then you want everybody to be sensitive. You want them to take down the videos. You want them to stop talking about it. But it was okay if it was John's son and his daughter. It was okay. But now it's your turn. You feeling some type of way. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, my brother.
So, we ain't gonna let this sweep this under the rug, because this can constantly happen. It's gonna happen to another family and another family. They said at 6 o'clock, they saw my son was struggling. They said at 6:07, they saw him was slumped over in his cell. They said they came in there at 6:57, instead of them going in there at 6:07, where they saw him struggling and slumped over. If you got cameras, why you guys ain't send no med or anything then at the time when y'all saw him struggling and slumped over? It took you guys 51 minutes or whatever to get in there and see about him. So they said after that, they couldn't, it wasn't no response on him, so they called the paramedics. They got there like 7:14. The paramedics came there and tried to do CPR or hit it with the Novocaine, whatever. They said like they drove to Mount Sinai. They got Mount Sinai about 7:57, something like that. Mount Sinai pronounced him dead.
Wow.
So my attention is, then they said they went in there. It was a white bag with a powder substance next to his bed.
Oh, wow. In the county?
In the county.
Brother.
So now I got to bury my son Saturday, you know what I'm saying? But which, who knows how the outcome was? God said everybody's destiny. Like, you got a birthday to come into the world, you got a death day to go out. But if you came in and did your job, them 7 minutes you had, them at 6:07 when you saw him struggling, you should have went in there then instead of wait a whole 51 minutes till he, you know what I'm saying? Like the lady said, the oxygen was going out his brain, then it was over.
5 minutes.
They would have got in there at that time. They said he would have been a vegetable anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me give some advice to the living. There's nothing I can do about your son death, and sounds mysterious to me anyway, but that's another subject, another day at time. But I'll say this, brothers. I've been to the county twice, and it's nothing nice there. And it's not a place that you guys want to be. Trust me. And if you think that they're going to treat you like a mission or something, it's not going to happen. When I was in the county, man, they was raping people. You hear me? Raping people in the county. So it's real. So y'all young gang bangers, gang slangers, whatever you call gunslingers, you call yourself. County ain't the place where you want to be at all. It's not a safe place. And it's a place, it's not friendly. It's not friendly at all. And I'm going to tell you, and it's not all that righteous either. The county is no joke. Unless you like someone telling you when to wake up and go to sleep, lay down and eat and all that. You did that in grammar school. You won't do that. Young man, young lady, don't upset your parents. Don't do that to your parents. Here's a grieving parent right now on my live, right now, upset, and rightfully so, he should be. He got to bury his son this Saturday from the county. Something happened to his son in the county. He wants answers.
They pinned it. I'm sorry. They said pending possible overdose. That's what they said. It's pending. And that's what I'm saying. These drugs, young kids, young men.
But I'm trying to figure out how you can get some drugs in the county like that, man. Come on now.
Yeah, they sharing all type of stuff. They getting stuff all in there. Oh man, it's a mess. You know what I'm saying? It's a big old mess. I'm hearing this. You hear this, you hear that. But the thing is, it don't matter about anything. But these kids taking these fake perks and all this crazy stuff, man. You gotta get off this stuff, man. This stuff is no joke.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, a lot of these young folks ain't gonna get off drugs. Their parents using drugs. They watching their parents. Their parents are getting high with them. They're encouraging that behavior. Man. I'm just telling you the truth, brother. I know they don't want to hear this, but I
understand.
I dedicate this live to the young ladies. Ladies, it's real out here. You listen, some of these young men, you raised by a single parent, and you acting just like your mama. No, I'm not calling you gay or soft. No, you acting emotional like a woman. That's all you know. You ain't got no male figures around you. That's all you know. You don't know that you messed up. You don't know that you don't know. And when you see a real man come in your life, it's strange. I never seen and done like this before. And see, your mama's had a lot of demons from you. She won't tell you who your father is because she's too embarrassed to tell you she was sleeping with three different guys at one time. She won't tell you that because she don't want you to look at her in a bad light. Now, this is not the case for every woman. But some of these women out here, you got a body count tall as you. I tell you. And it have trickled down on your children. It have cursed your children. Our young people are rebelling against us, older people. They don't want to hear nothing we have to say, a lot of them. They don't respect us. They don't believe in what we're saying. And they challenge our authority over them, over us. Listen. Well, you say, well, Martin, I put my son out. He was talking back to me. Now, was that really a good thing? Now he's a shooter. Now he's a carjacker. You put him out. He's out in the street. He out there shooting other people's children. They put a gun in his hand. Now he want to prove his loyalty to his buddies. Give me the gun, I'll shoot. Mama, Daddy, we got a job to do.
Oh yeah.
Social service, non-for-profits, we got a job to do. Preachers, pastors, ministers, you want to wear that title? Let's get to work. Let's get busy. Let's get busy.
Community, everybody.
Everybody, we got to get busy. As I say, brother, and I say it to my audience all the time, I don't want my son to kill your son, and I don't want your son to kill my son. This is real. Listen, aren't you tired of waking up every morning in the city of Chicago, looking at social media, legal help firm, this one dead, that one dead, Channel 9, Channel 2, Channel 5, Crime Chaser Pay? Aren't you tired of seeing that? But
absolutely.
Let me say this, brother. It's old timer. He be on here sometime. He said, Martin, I'm beginning to believe that black people like what's all this stuff going on. And I'm almost in agreement with him. See, we talk good behavior, but we doing something else. It's like a woman. We tell her we love her, but we constantly sleeping around on her. So we really don't love her. And I'm going to tell you, some of you parents out there, you giving your sons and daughters weapons to use. You think don't nobody know? We know. We know. Now when your son and daughter get in the jam, now you want to come on Facebook and do a GoFundMe account. We supposed to have sympathy. Or you want to deactivate your account because you're embarrassed because your son has shot 3 people. And everybody knows it's your son that got caught. Now you feeling some type of way. Listen, there's an old saying, my brother. It said, loving eyes don't see no wrong. You know, when you love somebody, you just don't see the wrong. They just look so good to you. But you just can't see the badness in them, the wrongness in them. And we got parents like that. We got parents that can identify when your son does wrong and my son and her son, but she can't see nothing when it comes to her son. She turn, she make a 90 degrees turn. She don't see it when her son do it. Mama, how you gonna let your 17-year-old son pick you up in the Dodge Challenger and tell you that his friend let him borrow the car and he taking you to the grocery store? Young lady, you 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old, somebody your age come pick you up in a Challenger. Picking you up in the car, and he gonna tell you this is his car. But he don't have no job, no apartment, but he got this car. And you just riding along, y'all smoking weed, and you laughing, and you think he got it going on. You don't know he didn't carjack. Now, there was an article that came up on Facebook. It was some people that carjacked a car, and they got shot in the car that they carjacked. I don't know how it went, but that's according to the news. So it's a dangerous thing when you go on in life and don't ask no questions. You just can't assume that this nice car that he's driving is his. Where did you get this car from? Whose car is this? So y'all know I'm telling the truth. You don't want to hear it. I know you don't want to hear it, mama. Well, Martin, you picking on the women. I'm not picking on, I'm picking on everybody. Men got their turn, they gonna get it too. Because they playing. We all have failed these young people. And I often told you guys, if you can brag about how great of an athlete your son is and his GPA, if you can brag on this and that, why, listen. Well, what about the bad he do? You don't want no parts of that. But you sure enough can speak well of the good stuff. You don't want to talk about your son went into the neighbor's garage and broke into the neighbor's garage and stole his snowblower and his lawnmower. You don't want to talk about that. You didn't replace it. And I wonder, who are these parents of these teenagers that's carjacking, shooting, looting? Who are they? I guarantee you there's some on this live right now. Your son is out there indulging in these wrong things, and you taking up for him. When was the last time you told your son and daughter you love them? All they hear is you cussing them out. That's all they hear. You're nagging them. You bragging about what you done for them. You haven't done nothing but what you're supposed to do. You're the parent. Nobody's going to give you a trophy for taking care of your son and daughter. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your obligation. Yeah. That's just like me giving you a trophy for eating food. That's what you're supposed to do. Eat food so you can sustain yourself and stay alive. If you're thirsty, get you some drink, water, whatever you drink. That's what you're supposed to do. It's your natural instinct to take care of your sons and your daughters. I'm talking to both parents. You got to put your phone on mute, my brother. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, here we are. We got a bunch of women that have been shot in the past week. And everybody screaming Brandon Johnson. We screaming Chicago police. We screaming Kim Foxx. Now, if you waiting on Kim Foxx, Brandon Johnson, Chicago police to solve your problem, you'll be waiting till the next 4 years, until election time. It's not going to happen. You said, well, Martin, these young folks need something to do. Yes, they do. How about you start planning trips with your sons and daughters? How about if you sit down and say, hey, no cell phone tonight, no video game tonight, no movie tonight. Let us interact with each other. Instead of everybody going in their own room, shutting the door, closing the door, and playing the video game. Instead of you entertaining your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whoever you are, whatever you're dating, spend some time with your little ones. Guess what, mama and daddy? If you don't spend no time with your sons and daughters, I always tell y'all the gangs are waiting on them. Stripper club, sex trafficking, the alphabet community is waiting on them. They're going to take them with arms wide open, the scammers, the looters, the shooters. They're going to open their arms open to your son and your daughter. The boosters, they waiting on you not to love on your daughter. They waiting on you not to interact with your sons and daughters. Come on, we family. We family. We family. Come on, man, let's go on the block and make some money. Let's sell some weed. Let's sell some pills. Man, we all, it's us against the world. This is what they be saying. You little fast little girls, you. I seen you down on Roosevelt Road, dressing hot, cussing, thinking it's cute, running from the police, trying to antagonize the police, going in 7-Eleven, tearing up people's businesses. Something wrong with you. And you call that fun? You leaving law enforcement no other choice but to arrest you. Now, y'all know I ain't for all that arresting, and everything don't deserve to be taken to jail. We have to find other ways of punishment where you can feel the heat, feel the pain of your crimes in society. I'm feeling good tonight, people, but I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. I might lose a friend or two here and there. No parent that's on this platform right now that's going to lay eyes on this platform, you should not absolutely not be getting high with your son or daughter. You should not be. Especially teenager. Maybe I can deal with an adult, but a teenager, you getting high with your teenage son and daughter, you breaking that parent and son and daughter. You're breaking it up. Y'all share this video. Somebody need to hear it. Share it right now. Tag somebody. Send it in somebody's inbox. Somebody need to hear this. Well, Martin, your kids ain't perfect. No, they ain't perfect. I would never get on here and say they are. But they know daddy don't tolerate no BS. They know it. They know it. I ain't with all that carrying on, that mess going. I'm not with it. You kill somebody, you better not be coming over to my house. You set somebody up, you better not be coming over my house. I'm not going to hide you. I'm telling you right now. So you go on out there and shoot and kill somebody and think you're going to run back here, it ain't going to happen. Now, if it's self-defense, I understand. There's no problem. You got my 100% support. But if you just on some he said and she said and you, oh, no. You're no longer welcome at this address because you have become a target. I don't want to jeopardize the rest of the fold for one leaving and decide to go out there and do his or her ungodly acts. As I said earlier, I know y'all ain't gonna like this. The average gangbanger that go out there and do something to somebody, and they know the area that you frequent visit, they know you're gonna come back to the area months later, a week later. They know it. As I say earlier, well, one of my lives, I said, there's somebody right now, as I speak right now, they're loading up their gun. And they got a black person in mind who they're going to shoot and kill that look like you and me. Right now. And all that they need is one incident, small little incident. You stared at them, or you cut them off, or you bumped them. All they need, and there they go. See, they need something in their mind to justify pulling the trigger. Now, you just can't go pull no trigger just because you're just crazy. But it got to be something in your mind and say, hey, I'm doing this because of this. Something is wrong with your mind. And I'm going to tell you, people, you don't know what the next man or woman is into. And a lot of you single women, you playing with men's feelings. That'll get you hurt. You telling the man you single. He over your house entertaining, and your doorbell ringing. Somebody knock on the door, another man. Now here we go again. Now you calling the man that's knocking on your door a stalker, but he was just there the night before. And he told you he was coming back the next day. But you sent this phone call to the voicemail. So he just thought, hey, well, she knew I was coming. I told her I'm coming over anyway. Now here we go. We got something stirring up in the air. Mama, get your teenager. Get your teenager before the streets get her or him. Don't allow your son and daughter to be in these streets like that. It's not worth it. So many parents are crying, grieving right now because of their young 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and so on, just got gunned down. You're going to be on a t-shirt for one day, young man and young lady. And after that, they're going to forget about you. They're going to forget about you. You'll be history. Go to the county and see who's going to put some money on your books. Actually, who's going to put some money on their phone for you to call collect. You're going to find out who really got your back. Go to the county. And you're going to find out this thing is real. Young ladies jumping in these strange men cars, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. That is a no-no, absolutely no-no. That might be your last ride. You might be on a sex trafficking plane.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be your last ride. And you so amazed of this nice car, rims and sounds, and the car is clean, and you don't know it's a death trap. You don't know it's a trap for your soul. You don't know it may be your last ride. And some of us is gonna die trying to escape. And we won't get a chance to say goodbye to our family. We won't get a chance to kiss our children and say, I love you. This is real. Young lady, don't make yourself a target. Don't become a target of another man's sins. Do not become a target. Your children are depending on you. If something happened to you, what are your babies going to do? How are they going to feel? Don't you care about what came out of inside of you? Came out of you? Young lady, stop before it's too late. Brother showing you mean nothing. And I told you this live is not about how good you look, your outfit, your hairdo, your lash. It's not about that. It's about what's right, what's going down right now. This is 2023. This is not old school talking. This new school talking. These guys that shooting out here, they don't care about your body. They don't care about your mama, your children, your brother, none of it. They pulling it. You got some of these young men out here, they're raping women, young women. They're raping women. They sexually assaulting women. Ladies, be careful. Dropping off food. If you don't feel it, keep going. If your vibes say don't do it, don't do it. I'm telling you, you got men out here that's luring women into vacant buildings and having sex with them. Uber Eats people. The news not going to tell you. If they tell you guys everything that's going on, you probably wouldn't even go outside. You have some men are predators. They prey on the weak, the young, the weak, and the vulnerable. That's what they prey on. I know y'all don't want to hear, but I got to tell you the truth. Right now, somebody listen to me in that situation right now. A woman, you sitting in somebody's house right now watching me talk and knowing, man, Martin telling the truth. He's telling the truth. I'm in this situation right now. The woman probably saying in her mind, I know I shouldn't be in this man's house. I'm here by force. I'm afraid of him. Because if I leave without him knowing, I know he's going to kill me. He done already beat me to submission. Young lady, when you get opportunity, run for your life. If a man got to put his hands on you, he don't love you. I'm sorry. I don't know what school you've been brought from or taught from, but if a man got to smack you and put his hands on you and beat you up, black your eye, knock your teeth out of your mouth, he don't love you. I'm sorry. That's not love. That is not love. Something is wrong with you if you think that's love. Girl, he crazy about me. He'll shoot me if he catch me talking to somebody. That ain't love. That ain't love. You got some of these young men out here will shoot you and turn the gun and shoot themselves. They playing for keeps. You can be out here playing with people's hearts if you want to, thinking you out slicking them or out foxing them. Some men ain't gonna play with you. I'm talking about young boys too. Some of these young boys, they ruthless. I think they worse than older men. They ruthless. We got a caller. Go ahead, caller, 9433.
Hey, man, I'm just calling to enlighten everybody. My daughter was sex trafficked, and the creek had my baby 5 blocks away. So they have no respect to person. You got to pay attention. They even putting fentanyls on dollars now. They putting magnets on cars. Stay alert, ladies. You got to pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And parents, I want to tell the parents, I know school get ready to start back. Get up and walk your kids to school. Walk them in the door. Do not let your kids walk by themselves. South Shore is a high crime area. Our West is a high crime area. Dalton is a high crime area also. Maywood too. Watch these babies.
And let me just say this, people. Okay, so put your phone on mute for me. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let me say this, people. Say this to you. Now, what that sister told you guys is real. It's not no make-believe, not put on. She's speaking the truth. She's speaking the truth. Now, we got a problem, black people. When you watch any one of them young people videos, when they trending, look at how many women you see and how many men you see. Well, males and females. I guarantee you the females outnumber the males. You got to ask yourself, why are our young women so impressed with trending? I'm talking about the young ladies. They with it. They playing a role around you, mama, but they love this filthiness that's going on out here. It's more women than men. Look at some of these videos. Go back and look at some of these videos, mothers. It's more young ladies out there than men. Why is that? We got to ask ourselves a question. Our young ladies, our young teenage ladies, it's more of them that be trending than the males. And I'm going to tell you, young ladies out there that's trending, keep holding them pistols for them guys if you want to. Don't mess up your record. Keep holding them guns, thinking the police won't search you because you're a female. Keep holding them. And for my stud family, you know who you are. You living your life as a man. Okay, keep showing out. Keep showing out. Proving to other men that you could do the same as they do. Keep showing out. There's women out here killing people. It ain't just all men killing. There's women out here pulling that trigger, trying to prove that they're a man. You could never prove to me that you're a man. Now, you can live your life as a man, but you're not no man. And I ain't afraid to say it. When y'all walk around here, riding in these stolen cars, as you say, in a high-speed chase from 12, and you laughing, giggling, y'all smoking weed, y'all drinking, y'all turning up, showing your pistols, showing on live. This is about one of the stupidest generations I ever seen in my life. How could you go and commit a crime and film your own self? Something is wrong with you. Why would you commit a crime and film yourself doing it? Then you go right back on social media and brag about it, like the police is not up and down social media. Chicago police got a whole social media team that watch and monitor social media, watching what you do. And trust me, Facebook is working right along with them. Well, you say, well, Martin, I deactivated my page. Let me say a thing that we used to say. All goodbyes ain't gone. You might have said a goodbye to your page, but guess what? Your page is still there. It's just not visible to the public, but it's still there. A lot of you young men out there right now, you're in penitentiary right now because you're running your mouth on social media. You hit a strong lick. You did a murder. You got away with it. You had to go to the studio and make a song about it and brag about it. You had to go on social media, like talking about it, pretending that no one don't know who you talking about. And you want to talk about somebody telling on you, telling on yourself. There's no loyalty among thieves, no honor among thieves at all. This is a serious situation. Young lady, now let's go down this list here so I can help you guys out. I'm talking as a father, a grandfather. Do not be in public with your gang banging, gunslinger, baby daddy, or boyfriend. Number 2, do not allow him to drive your car. That's number 2. Now, I'm going to stick this number 2 with it. If he have a car, I don't care how good it looks, it's a convertible, if it's a Challenger, whatever it is, and you know he hot, and you see them gunshot holes inside that car, don't drive that vehicle. Don't even get in there. Don't even put your baby in there. Don't put your baby through that pain. I'm giving you pointers. Now, if you don't want to be on Legal Help Firm and on a crime scene of the crime chaser, I'm giving you pointers to avoid that. Social media. Stop lip boxing on social media. Block the person, male or female. All right? Keep your mouth off your baby daddy business. Keep your mouth off of them. And stay out of men business. I promise you'll live longer. I promise you. Stay out of his business. The less you know, the better off you are when it comes to his criminal business. I'm telling you. If you know he's hot, you should not be in public with him at all. Well, my baby daddy, he's a killer. Ain't nobody gonna run up on him. I told y'all earlier today. He ain't got nothing but 100 rounds of ammo. Can't kill the whole world. How far you think 100 round of ammo gonna take him? I've been on crime scenes and I've seen 72 shell cases, 50 of them for one person. I'm telling you, young lady, number 3 or 4, if somebody tried to introduce you to drugs, to put you on a drug that you've never experienced for, you better watch them.
Oh man, and
hold on, baby. I'm talking.
And,
I'm talking, baby. I'm
right.
talking.
All right.
You got to watch them. That's what I'm saying. You have to watch them. Now, ladies, another thing. If you think you bad enough, you studs too, you think you can whoop a man and stand in his face and stand up to a man and go back and forth with your tongue. Stand toe-to-toe with a man. You got another thing coming. And I tell you, I'm a man. Some men is not going to take an insult from a woman. Not going to do it. They are so quick to lay hands on you. I'm telling you. Because most men know they can outpower a woman. Most of them do know that. And you already see on these crime scenes what they think of you. You nothing. They've already showed you over and over. How many women got shot this year, just in the last week? How many women here in the city of Chicago got shot? Some probably innocent, some probably not. I don't know. That's not my business. I'm not here to post salt on the gunshot victims or the deceased. That's not my job. My job is to let you know what's going on, to be a messenger. I got another caller, 7365. Go ahead, caller.
Martin, this is Steve from South Holland.
How you doing, Steve?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I just want to give y'all a little update. I'm on 31st and King Drive. There are like about 30, 40 kids running around, and there are like 4 or 5 police cars are controlling that right now with repeating saying, "No loitering, please leave." It's wild out here again.
Let me ask you a question. I don't want us to, Steve, to when we see young youth assuming the worst. Okay? I don't want to just assume that. They have a right to assemble. What I don't want to see them doing is tearing up people's property and people's businesses and assaulting people. That I don't want to see them do. So they have a right to assemble. But what I don't want them to see do, again, is not to destroy people's property, their cars or their businesses, or assaulting people. So I don't want us get in this mode that every time we see young people, they can't gather. Because the grown ones, we gather. They're only mirroring what they see that the grown people are doing. You know, I just want to say that because they have a right to be on 41st King Drive. They have a right to be downtown. They have a right to be on Roosevelt Road. That's their right. Now, if they're past curfew, now that's another level now. All right, now, are you headed home or you just standing around doing nothing? You possibly can be arrested, taken in custody, and your mom had to come and get you. That can happen. They try to give them a break. If you tell officer, I'm on my way home, I'm waiting on the bus, I'm waiting on the train. Officers should respect that. But if you just standing around and they didn't told you it's curfew, we go in and lock up, and you still standing around, they might just take you into custody and have your parents to pick you up from the police station for curfew. So I don't want us to hate the young people because these are our young people. They come from us. They didn't ask to come here, Brother Steve. I don't know if you're a father or not, but they did not ask to come here. They are our future. And we have to invest in our young people, not just tear them down verbally. We have to invest in our young people. All right?
Yeah, that's right. I agree with you. That's what we need to do. We need to, because I'm like you said earlier, majority may not get no love from their households or whatever. It's our job as a whole black community. We need to show them love, even though with what they're going through. They just don't want to show it, but they need us.
Mm-hmm. Are you a parent?
No.
You're not a parent? Are you an uncle?
No, I'm an uncle.
Uncle, your uncle? Okay. All right. Do you talk to your nephew or niece?
Yes, I talk to them every day.
Okay, what you be telling them?
I be telling them that I love them and I really miss them. I even put them on, FaceTime or Messenger or whatever, and just call them up and just check on them. Or I just go out there. But they live in Michigan.
Okay. They got problems
so
in
I
Michigan.
take my time to go out there and visit. So.
Right. Okay. Well, I understand. Listen. The young people that's out there that's running wild or doing whatever they do, make sure you talk to your young people, the ones that you have favor with, the ones that you work with, your nieces and your nephews. Talk to them first. Talk to them. A lot of you are going out here trying to save these other young people. You don't even speak to your own, you don't even take time for your own son and daughter. Man. So I'm just telling y'all what's right. Now, we can pretend like that Chicago don't have this problem. We have a problem. These young parents, young mothers, I'm talking to you, with teenagers. You got to buckle down. You got to get out of business. You have to get involved. Your focus is going to have to be on your teenagers. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If y'all keep it up, the police is going to kill one of them little young teenagers. It almost happened last week when the other officers, they were shooting. I don't know why they were shooting. The other officer shot his partner. I don't know why they were shooting. There was no return gunfire. There wasn't no weapon displayed or anything. There wasn't even no arrest made. I'm telling you.
Something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I may not have no kids right now, but I am in the process of adopting very, very soon.
Oh, okay. Good for you. Good
Thank
for
you.
you. Good for you. Good for you. All right, people. I think that's about it for me. I could take a few callers. I got, let me put the number up. I can take a few more callers. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right. Okay, caller, go ahead, 9433. 9433, go ahead.
Mark,
Yes.
yeah, Mark, I was trying to tell you, don't forget about the new drug, lean, with the lean.
That new drug, that ain't new. That ain't new at all. We call, back in your day, we called it syrup. That ain't it.
Okay, well.
It ain't new. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you on that. So it's what it is,
right.
People. Lean, because a lot of young people, they like to drink that syrup. Lean, make you nod, make you nod. They smoke that wild, that was that loud with the fentanyl on it.
Loud.
Yeah. That's real potent. So, all right, ladies, it's up to you. This is my second message to the ladies today. It's up to you. You hold the future. Our future is in your hands. This is the age of Aquarius, where the women got it going on. If you're gonna take the lead, we need you to take the lead. Get these ladies off the street. Find them something to do. Again, if you watch any one of those videos, you see more females than males. Why is that? Why is that? All right, people. I got to get off here. I appreciate you guys. Live, uncut, unedited. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, warning comes before destruction. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. This is tell the truth and shame the devil. Mama, I love being black. Daddy, I love being black. White folks, I love being black. Police, I love being black. Ain't a thing you can do or say about it. Appreciate you. My guests, my audience, for tuning in. Make sure you share the video. Hopefully this can save and better somebody's life, keep them safe.